You guys, Molly from Molly's Artistry. So I brought these paintings inside to dry last night, which worked in my favor on some and not in my favor on others. I'll tell you why, because my husband broke the garage door and flies are getting in everywhere. And for paintings this large, I don't have the covers to put over them. So I came out the other day and there were like all these flies in one of my paintings that I did, and I was so upset. So I brought everything inside, but someone had asked on YouTube, had sent a comment and said, could you please show how your paintings dry, because sometimes they look different. And so this is my painting that I did last night. The colors are still super vibrant, and this is dry. And the middle, I don't know if you can see it from the glare, the middle right there is still wet, so I'm not gonna touch that, but this part on the side is already dry. This is the one that I did yesterday, and again, here it's dry on the side. Colors are still vibrant. I think this is because of that gloss polymer that I put in there. But colors still look great. I'm not just using Floetrol. I have my own mix that I put together. There's no cracking. Now, this was my favorite painting. And a couple things happened. I stupidly stuck my finger in it right there. And then you see up top the cracking that's happening. Now, a couple of things. This is a canvas. See, it cracked all the way on the top. So one, my paint was too thick. I mean, literally, I almost cried this morning because this is my favorite painting. So, one, my paint was too thick. Two, I brought it inside and it dried too fast. Three, underneath the surface was not completely level because I painted over another painting that I liked that I used glue that it had disintegrated. So all of those things combined together. Lesson learned, thin your paint out a little bit, let it dry as slow as possible. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet. I might wait till it fully dries, see which parts cracked, which parts didn't, and I may take it off the canvas and reframe it into some smaller pieces or save the pieces that I like. But definitely too thick. You guys can't really see it here, but you can see that crack right there? See the cracking along the edges? And you can even, I peeled up a space. Let me see where that was. I was so mad. You can see the other canvas below this. Here, let me. So that's still a little bit wet. But you can see the other canvas below it. Poor painting, I'm so sorry. It was so beautiful. So lesson learned for me. I'm a learner. I am still every day learning in this process. So I tell people all the time, I go on Facebook, I go on, and say, your paints, they say, why did it crack? And it's like, it's too thick or it dried too fast. And then I give explanations of how to change that. And look here, I did it myself. But you know what? You live and you learn. This is a process, an experiment. So glad you guys are along with along the ride with me, and I hope nothing ever happens to any of your paintings like this. But anyway, so this is what my paintings look like dry, or in the drying process. They don't really change that much. There you can see that wet spot right there still. But again, drying exactly the same as it did. If my paints are really thin, which I haven't been using a thin mix. Like if I'm just using Floetrol and paint, sometimes I'll get different reactions that happen overnight from the paint traveling down through the canvas, to the canvas through the other paints. But a lot of times as they start to dry, mine look exactly the same as they have before. That's my Space Nebula in the back. I think I'm gonna varnish that today. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.